What's up, everybody? Little welcome to Miami for those of us going to Orlando, not necessarily Miami, but going to Florida for the Boost Summit this week. So, wanted to thank you guys so much for hopping on. We have some great information. We got two awesome new devices launching from Motorola. We have Neil with us, our expert Motorola trainer, who is going to share and then go over all these details. And you have to make yourself a presenter because when I put my music on, I think I stopped you from presenting. We got you.
I'm all set. Thanks so much, Adam. Hello, everyone. And thanks so much for joining today. I'm really excited to talk about these new devices coming on, and just really want to quickly go over where Motorola's at right now and how we are partnering with the Boost doors that you have here. So first off, who am I? I am Neil Ganaris. I am your channel lead for the central region. That's that light orange region right in the middle. And we do have a whole bunch of people out in the field that are working with your doors. All those white dots represent our Moto agents. Those are the people that are going to be inside your doors. If you do need any help, feel free to reach out to me. I can connect you with anyone that's outside of this region, but just want to show we have a lot of people here to help support your doors and do additional trainings on these Motorola devices. How's Motorola doing right now? We are actually the fastest growing OEM in the country right now. Our activations are growing year over year. We're the #2 OEM in the country right now. We are have a firm grasp of 25% of total Android market share. So definitely growing as a brand, and so you can rely on Motorola as being your partner for a long time. One of the cool things that we have seen is a major growth in the consideration from your customers. And when it comes to our value tier, and our value tier is any device that's under $299 price point, 72% growth year over the past 5 years of those customers that are willing to consider Motorola as a brand when you present that phone to them in your doors. And we see this growth also reflected in our high tier. We were so excited to have the Edge Plus, our flagship device, come to Boost last year, and we are seeing this growth on your customer base grow year over year. Not only are they aware of the brand through a lot of our marketing efforts, we had a lot of sponsorships when it comes to sports teams like the Bucks, who unfortunately are no longer in the playoffs, but we'll get them next year. The Bulls and the Pacers, along with going into baseball, we have the San Diego Padres now. We're the very first patch sponsor on the baseball teams. So we are getting that name out there, and we're seeing not only the awareness of the brand name in the higher tier, but those customers are willing to consider this as their brand over the other OEMs. So I just want to throw this in here because this year, and actually just last month, been just a month over, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. And that's the 50th anniversary of the very first cell phone call. And that was made on a Motorola phone in 1973, April 3rd. So really excited about that. But just again to show that Motorola's been around for a long time. We are the OGs here. Some of those guys might be Post Malone, but we're Biggie. So definitely share that with your customers so that they know we are not someone that's new on the block. We've been around. We are the people that started the cell phone networks for you. So additional support I want to push out there is the Motorola Insiders. I'm sure I talk about this every time I have the opportunity to talk to the DCI group, but Motorola Insiders is an awesome avenue for you and your teams to learn about everything Motorola. And after several years, we finally have an iOS app too. So even if you are an Apple user, that's all right. We don't discriminate. You can get that iOS app and learn about the Motorola experience. There's a lot of great features on there. Not only can you learn about all things Motorola, but you can earn prizes and earn points to win prizes. Now, what's very important too is that we are going to have advocate devices available soon. And these are for some of our new devices that are coming to your Boost stores. But it is required that you are on Motorola Insiders and active on Insiders to be an advocate for one of our devices. So take the opportunity, get your team registered and ready for this once the advocate programs start. So one of the reasons why we push this so much is that not only, everybody loves free stuff. I love free stuff. But we have seen a correlated growth in Motorola sales when your store has one active Motorola Insider inside them, almost an increase of 70% in sales. So this is definitely proven to be a very effective tool. And we have some other fun things on there as well. We are doing monthly training webinars. We just had our first one last month. We are going to have another one, Look in the Banners. Every month we're going to be training. This is going to be geared towards our Boost partners. Feel free to jump on when you can. And then we're also doing quarterly trivia. Quarterly trivia is more fun, and it's not just phone trivia, but it's a chance for all of us as a community to get together, and then we give a whole bunch of prizes around. So something to keep you interacted into the Motorola Insiders world. And then the final thing on Motorola Insiders, we do have a weekly spin to win. So I'm talking about a lot of prizes, but this is the benefit of it. If every week we have about a 2-3 minute video, all you need to do is watch that video, and it's some really key points about our devices, about our brand, things that will give you talking points to share with your customers and give you the power to make those customers more confident in that purchase they do in that store. Not only that, you can spin and we get prizes for you every week. So it's Monday through Friday every week. I'd recommend get on there on Monday as soon as possible because the prizes are limited. If you don't get a prize, you will get 500 Motorola Insiders points. And then what do we have going on right now? Before I get into the new stuff, let's sell what we have today. We have some new national promos. I know that Adam had gone over that with everybody recently, but I just want to throw it out there again. That G Play free with port, $59 on new and upgrade, and it is got that $10 add-a-line promotion as well. The Moto G5G free with port on a BOGO deal. We love those BOGO deals. Get multiple lines out the door. The G Styles 5G free with port again, down to only $99 a new and upgrade line. And then this is the one that blew my mind. The Edge Plus, our flagship device, is down to $49 with port and only $149 for new and upgrade. If you don't have that in your store yet, I please ask you, get at least one in that store. This is an awesome phone. I own 2 of them myself, and it's definitely something that's going to make your customers happy. On that note, because I know I'm already excited, but now I'm super excited to talk to you about this first phone. And this is a phone that you'll start seeing this week. We are going to have our teams out starting tomorrow to start doing installs in certain doors for live demo devices. There's about 500 doors across the country that are getting this, but this is an awesome phone that I'm so excited to see. And that is the brand new Edge Plus 2023. We can explore the edge's possibilities. The beautifully designed device, we have the quad curved edgeless edge design. So you get a curved glass display on each side. And this is something that I've been waiting for years. We used to have it, and it's finally back. IP68 underwater worry-free water protection. This is an awesome feature on this phone. I love to take my phone in the pool, I'll be honest with you. And to actually have that availability again, I'm really excited to get this device in my hands. Now we are going to stay with the Snapdragon, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8, the Generation 2. So this is an industry-leading 5G chipset. It's going to make the phone even more efficient and so much faster. 512, that's half a terabyte of storage on this device with 8 gigs of RAM. And this is UFS storage. So this is ultra fast storage so whatever your customers are accessing, they're going to be able to get that super fast. That experience is going to give them that premium experience. And of course, we have our triple camera set, the 50 megapixel main camera and a 50 megapixel ultra wide and macro camera. So these are similar to the cameras we had on before. They do have our quad pixel technology, so they work great, regardless of the situation. They let in 4 more times light, even those low light situations. Then we have a 12 megapixel portrait camera. The cool thing about that camera is it also has a portrait telephoto mode. So this is so that you can get that great, almost ready for my close-up picture, and gives you the cool blurred background display look, so you get the professional photos on there. Some really great features to talk to your customers about. Now, I could talk about all the different features on the camera for hours, but I know we don't have that time. But if you want more information, go to Motorola Insiders, because we're going to have a lot more detailed information about this device on there, as well as PDFs and spec sheets and say and show sheets on how to sell this device. One of the things I did want to show you, just a couple of the features that really differentiate this device from other ones that I've seen out in the market, and it's on the video side. First off, we have a super smooth video. So we have optical imaging stabilization on these cameras. So whether you're moving or, if you're shaking a little bit, it can give you that crisp, clean picture. And one thing that we do have on this, though, is a horizon lock. Using that optical imaging stabilization, it's almost like having one of those movable gaffers that they use in movies to make sure that those videos look crisp and professional. You're not shaking around. This is something that a lot of your customers that take videos, or actually anybody that takes videos, is going to want that, because if the video is all shaky, you can't watch it. To have that built into the device, not needing to have some sort of rig to do it, is a really cool feature to talk about. And let's talk about how your customers generate content. We have a lot of content creators out there today. This is a new feature that we've had. We've had dual capture before, and then dual capture did come with video. Now we have what's called the vlog mode. So you put that into dual capture, and whenever you're recording video, if you've got something to say on that, all you need to do is start talking, and it gives you a little pop-up. We're using that 60 megapixel front-facing camera, so you can get in there, a little pop-up, and give your 2 cents, and then it just goes back to whatever you're recording. A really cool feature to talk to your customers about, especially those that are those influencers out there. So how are you going to see this, or how are you going to power this? This is a 5100 milliamp hour battery. So our largest battery to date right now in this. So everything you need to power however you use this device. And it's got a 68 watt charger. You can completely charge this phone in only 9 minutes. And that 68 watt charger block is in the box. So that is a huge, huge value add for your customers. Now we can make sure we take those extra dollars and make sure they get the case and the protector and the wireless charger, and get another 65 watt charger while they're at it, so that they can have one for the bedroom, one for the living room. But to get hours of use and only minutes of charging, it's a phenomenal way to talk about this device. And I did mention this already, but it does have wireless charging, so 15 watt wireless charging. Any of your Qi compatible chargers will work with this device. And not only that, it has a 5 watt power share. So any wireless charging device, even another Edge Plus, you can use this battery to charge that. So it's an awesome thing to talk to your customers about. 6.7 inch POLED display. Huge display, billions of colors, very crisp. Everything that you're going to look on this, the pictures, the videos, the games, everything's going to look beautiful. And we're breaking the bank again. Before the Edge Plus, we had 144 hertz refresh rate. It was an industry-leading refresh rate. We've taken that to the next level to 165 hertz. So everything that you do is going to be super smooth, whether it's you're watching a video like this with lots of motion, or if you're just swiping from screen to screen. It's going to make all the activity on that device super smooth and buttery. And you are able to adjust this based on the way you want to use it. So if you want more battery efficiency, you can reduce the hertz refresh rate. If you want to have the premium performance, you can keep it at 165 at all times. It gives your customers the customization that they want. And it is called the Edge Plus. So we do have the Edge notifications. So this is one of those parts that are customizable, that whether you get notifications or it's an alarm, incoming call, you can change the colors that show up on the Edge. It's a really cool feature to talk about, and this is what differentiates the Edge from our other devices. Dolby Atmos, of course, is built on this. It's Atmos video and sound. Stereo speakers on here, so it automatically adjusts depending on what type of media that you're using at the time. And of course, it is an Edge device. This is one of Motorola's flagship devices. And so we have that ready for capability. This takes it to be more than just a phone. You can connect it wirelessly or wired to a larger display. You can have it be a desktop computer by connecting a wireless Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, or you can stream your videos directly to the screen. Video calls, like we're doing right now, this has become part of every day. Now you can use that 60 megapixel front-facing camera as your webcam, and then take the call using the video screen to see who you're talking to. It makes them look like they're right in the room. And of course, let's be honest, everybody plays games on their phones, right? Then you can turn this into a gaming system, connect a Bluetooth controller. I use my PS5 controller. You can actually put it in Bluetooth mode, connect it to the device, and now those games that you have on your phone, you can play on the big screen, use an actual controller, and this phone turns into a gaming console. Another way that you can actually be really productive with this, and this is something that I use every day, is we have the Ready For app on a PC. You can connect your phone to another PC and get a dual desktop experience. So you'll have your phone desktop and your PC desktop on the same with an easy click and drag file sharing capability. A great way to talk to your small, medium business customers. So we've had ThinkShield on every one of our devices, and we still do, but it's been hard to talk to customers about that. And so with this device, it's coming with Android 13, we have the new Moto Security. This puts all of your security and privacy all in one place. Makes it very easy to talk to your customers about so that you can show them they're going to have the security available and how they can customize it to their ways of using it. So whether it's they want to block certain Wi-Fi so they don't automatically connect to some Wi-Fi's while they're out in the world. You know, sometimes you don't want to connect to the McDonald's or Starbucks Wi-Fi because you don't know who else is on there. You also have a secure folder. So your sensitive data can be put in that so it's password protected. And this is one that I really like too, is the pin scramble. Ever worried about, like I've got young nieces and nephews, and from the age of being 1 or 2, they could watch their parents just put in the pin, and they don't know numbers, but they know where to hit, and they're able to open up that phone. So this actually scrambles the numbers so no one can just watch your pattern of where you're hitting it. There's other security features on here. You can control the notification security from different apps. A ton of different features easily available now that you don't have to go digging for. And of course, we have the regular Moto experience. The Moto app is on there with the Moto gestures, your twist for the camera, your chop for the flashlight, and your My UX. So you can personalize it easy, change the icons, change the background, change the font. Once your customers personalize it, they are vested in that device and they're going to keep that device for a long time. There are additional security features on here. Of course, we have face detect and a built-in fingerprint reader in the screen. And one of the things I know a lot of the Boost dealer owners are asking for is NFC. And yes, this phone will have the NFC, so you can tap to pay and all the other features that NFC comes and provides. A little features recap. Very excited about this phone. Really great premium feel and look to it. You've got the quad curve endless edge design. It's all run by that Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 processor, 6.7-inch POLED display, 165 hertz refresh rate, cinema quality entertainment with the Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos stereo speakers, 68-watt power charging for the 5100 milliamp hour battery, ready for, of course, triple high-resolution cameras with telephoto, optical imaging stabilization, and the quad pixel technology. And let's not forget, it's summertime, it's IP68 underwater protected. So whether you're in the pool or you actually drop it in the lake, as long as you can find it, it's going to be all right. And then, of course, you have the Ready For, making this more than just a phone and able to be used in every part of everyday life. Some other specs here. This type of spec sheet is what's going to be available to you as well on Motorola Insiders. If you do need it, feel free to reach out to me and I can send it to you as well. So that is the Edge Plus 2023. This should be available in your store this week. I'm going to talk about this next one. This next one is the Moto G 5G 2023. This one is slotted to launch supposedly at the end of the month. It is somewhat TBD. We're looking like the last week of May here. It may change, but I wanted to touch on this. I know we have a great promotion on the Moto G 5G 2022, but just to go over some of the specs of this awesome phone, this is one of the highest volume devices in DCI and Boost for Motorola right now, and give you an idea of the upgraded Moto G 5G 2023. You've got the 48 megapixel double camera system, so you still have the macro and the ultra wide, and the 48 megapixel is the quad pixel technology. 6.5 inch display, and it is actually increased to 120 hertz refresh rate. So just to give you some comparison, our competing OEMs, their flagship devices are at 120 hertz. So the ones that are over $1,000 are only at 120 hertz refresh rate. So you're able to give your customers that high-end experience at a mid-tier price. We've updated this to a Dolby Atmos stereo speaker experience. You've got great battery life. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 128 gigabytes built in with expansion up to 1 terabyte. And of course, you've got that great 5G experience on there as well. So very excited for the new things that are coming to Boost. If you do have any questions for me, if there's anything I can do to support your stores, or if you need me to get in contact with other regional support, please scan that QR code that will give you my contact information. And thank you, DCI, so much for the opportunity. I'd be glad to answer any questions that anybody has.
All right, guys, you got the expert on the line. Are there any questions? Don't be shy.
Well, if you think of one, send me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. Adam, Robert, thank you again for giving me the opportunity to talk to all your partners.
No problem. Thanks, Neil. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. All right, guys, don't hang up just yet. We got a little bit, just kind of some quick weekly updates to cover with you guys. Want to make sure that we go over these as well. Let me share my screen here. Let me know if you guys can see it, and can you hear me okay?
We've got you loud and clear.
All right. So just briefly, wanted to touch on a couple things. Date subject to change because, you know, things are fluid in Boost land. But supposedly in the next few days on May 11th, we are finally going to get ACP onto guided sales flow. So this is going to be huge news. We've been waiting for this for a long time. That tentative date, again, is May 11th. This can help align Boost with their priorities and simplifying that activation process. The ACP discount will apply to all the available Boost mobile phone rate plans on GSF. And you're also going to see a box where ACP is going to appear as a payment versus a rate plan selection. Kind of simplify it, make it easier for you guys to understand and easier for you guys to activate. And with ACP being applied as a payment, it's going to enhance the value of that Boost mobile rate plan over the standard rate plan, right? Obviously, because $20 is better than $50. Simple supply and demand. If you got the same product, you can get one for $20, one for $50, and they're identical, which ACP is, provided that customer qualifies. Home run all day, guys, right? So want to let you know that is finally coming. No need to do any kind of delete and reinstall the Quest app. It's going to automatically update with the new GSF promo codes. And then again, Quest will no longer provide legacy sales portal promo codes. It'll move directly to guided sales flow. So that is supposed to happen May 11th, subject to change if they have any tweaks they need to do, but wanted to give you guys a quick heads up on that. There's going to be webinars that are going to be launching to give you full information on. I'm sure we're going to cover it in one of these upcoming DCI calls as well. The dealer webinars will be on the 16th and the 23rd, and you should have some digital flyers possibly rolling out today, and the training guide is going to come as well. Next, I just want to touch briefly on any Boost 5G markets, the B5G markets. Make sure we're pushing Rainbow Sims. Rainbow Sims is kind of our future. So if you're using guided sales flow in your market that has Rainbow Sims, if possible, always use the Rainbow Sims. If you don't have the Rainbow Sims in your market, which majority of us don't yet, right? It's still kind of growing, but it's growing fast. It's going to be in your stores sooner than later. Just kind of want to give you a quick chart on what to activate from, as far as if it's a port in for, let's say, an Apple phone, the port in from AT&T or Cricket, then you really want to use your white SIM cards. If the porting in from a non-AT&T carrier, black SIM cards. If it's new, black SIM cards. If it's Android, white SIM cards. So just a quick little cheat sheet there. And that's just because it makes those ports go through quicker. So the main one is really, if it's an AT&T or Cricket, you want to use white. If it's a non-AT&T phone, then you want to use black. Those are the two keys I just wanted to give a quick reminder on to make your activation process and your customers' experience as smooth as possible. Other updates that are just on the sales portal this morning, they did do the Q2 Adeline update. It actually started back on April 21st, is available on GSF. And there is some great videos out there, the Boost Network News. If you guys have a couple minutes after this call, it's only a 4 or 5 minute video. We're not going to cover it here, but make sure you go hop on there and look at that to get some great understanding of the updates that Boost has for you guys as well. And then lastly, any of the Samsung A23s, they're going to need a software update required. So if you take those, take them out of the box, put them on your Wi-Fi, update that software, so those will activate quick and easy for your customers. Lastly, kind of focus on our goals. Want to look at you guys' increased conversion rate. As I've been looking at sales numbers, last month was down a little bit, and we're starting to pick back up, which is good. But your store should be over 20% conversion rate. If you're below 20% conversion at your door, then the ask is, are you focusing on ACP? Are you focusing on Smile and Dial? If you're a store that your conversion rate's under 20% and you're not making 10 Smile and Dial calls per day, that's an opportunity for you, right? Because you need to drive in additional traffic, get them in there to close, and increase that conversion. Value-added services, I set that goal high. We want every phone sold to have a value-added service like international calling, or the one that is the biggest one is obviously device protection. You set that goal for your store at 80%. If you can get there, you're going to be crushing. You're going to be getting awards, and then it's just benefit your customer, because if anything happens on that phone, they get a phone the next day. Just want to make sure you guys are setting that. And then again, ACP, which we just mentioned, refocus on it. The goal should be 1 ACP per day, and it's really about your pitch. If you go a whole day and you didn't pitch ACP, then that's another opportunity. But so looking for you guys to increase your ACP, increase your value-added services, increase your conversion, which really goes to your gross ads, right? If your conversion goes up, your gross ads are going to go up, and that benefits everybody. And that is it for our quick weekly updates. With that, are there any calls or any questions? We're going to get a lot of information when we go down to Florida and have some great stuff for you guys next week with everything we learned there. But any questions for us today? Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Have a fantastic week, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you, guys.